Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you guys were back. You know, I didn't realize it was time for a new video. It's been a week already. Dang. Well, thank you guys for joining the channel. Once again, it's the real Mr. Marcelle, aka your favorite loan officer. That's me. And I want to tell you thank you. I hope you guys are following me on TikTok, LinkedIn, and the real Mr. Marcelle, which is Instagram. So today's question is, drumroll.
Is it easier to purchase a co-op than it is to purchase a home?
Okay, so we're doing co-ops versus homes. Boom, there's an imaginary line down the middle. And personally, I always like homes. The big support for homes is the fact that you own it. You don't have to deal with no one else. You own it. You still have to pay the land because, as you guys know, the land is not yours. Well, you own the land, but you still pay taxes on the land, which is like the weirdest thing in the world. It stems from how mortgages were created. I forget the Latin word for it, but whatever it is, it's mortgage means till death. So that's why it's like everyone says to death, 30 years, or you die, or whatever. And the land, you have to pay taxes for the rest of your life. You have no other choice. If you don't do it, they will come for your house. But anyway, going back to the subject, I went off on a tangent. Just giving you guys some free knowledge. Of course, it's free. Everything on YouTube is free, right? Are they gonna start charging for YouTube? Okay. Yeah, you're right. They started charging for if you want no ads. So anyway, condo versus co-op. Co-op versus homes.
Yes.
Okay. With the co-op, even if, say for example, we pre-approve, you're good. Everything's looking good. Boom, boom. You find a co-op. You're like, yes, I like this co-op. I'm ready to go. With a house, you just have to make an offer on the seller. They accept it. You guys can start moving. With a co-op, it's not the same. The seller might like the offer, but the co-op board has to approve you. So you actually literally go into a board, and it's like an interview. They want your credit score. They want to know what you do. They want to look at your income. They want to look at your finances. And they determine if you're qualified to move in this area. So it's like you're actually interviewing for the property. So that's one of the major reasons I don't like. And then two, it's even crazier, is not all mortgages let you do co-ops or condos. Like some mortgage companies, they'll look at the company and be like, you know what, no, we don't want to lend on that. If the company has a bad financials, they don't have to lend. So you can get pre-approved for $800,000 and you find a co-op for $800,000, but there's different regulations when it comes to actually getting an not even accepted offer, getting an accepted loan on that property. So you have to take that into consideration when you're going to make an offer on a co-op. So before you do that, make sure you come to your loan officer, which should be me, and say, hey Malcolm, you know what? I looked at the video. I know the difference between a co-op and a house, but for me, I really want a co-op because I want someone who's going to do the maintenance for me, or I don't want a big house. I want something very small, but I still want to have some kind of ownership in the property. So I would like a co-op. And also be aware that you're willing to put more down. Usually at co-ops, you have to put down 20%. So you have to put more money down, but they tend to be on the cheaper side. So if you can't afford, we live in New York, you can't afford a house for like $450, $500. A co-op might only run you about $300, $250. Mostly $350, around that area. But it's a lower amount because you have to deal with more stipulations. Even when you're selling it, there's more rules and regulations that you have to follow. Not everyone gets approved for it. Alright? So, if you understand that, then you're aware of the difference. But like I said, I prefer a home. I always feel like if you own it, you don't want to ask anyone. If I want to knock down this wall, I can just do it, you know? Of course, I have to get a permit when you knock down a wall because that's changing the structure, but you get a permit from the city or the county, depending on where you live. But with a co-op, you got to go to the board and ask them for certain things that you can and can't do. Like if you want to rearrange your walls or break down the door, stuff like that. They have certain rules and regulations that you have to do. And there's also maintenance fees that you have to be aware of. So that gets added into the mortgage when we're pre-approving you. And each co-op has different prices. Some are like only $300, some are like $400 a month, some are like $1,000 for the year. Each co-op has different rules and regulations. So be aware of that. But like I said, I like a home, but it doesn't matter because I'm not the one living in it. So if you want something a little cheaper, don't feel like you can afford a home, then a co-op is a good stepping stone. And like I said, I always say, get in where you can fit in. So if you can only fit in there and you work your way up, then move your way up. But everyone's goal should be to get a home or some kind of ownership that you own. If it's not a single family home, get a multi-family home. Get some kind of investment, because the best investment you could ever make is real estate and then in yourself. I believe in you guys. I want to know you guys are amazing. You are awesome. Thank you for watching another episode with the real Mr. Marcelle, and we are out. Bye.